It started as what I thought was just harmless fun, the kind of teasing people do to seem witty and keep things lively at parties. We were with a group of friends, everyone laughing loudly, drinks making us all feel more relaxed and open. The talk turned to old relationships, and without thinking twice, I made a joke. I said my ex-boyfriend had been a perfect 10, while my husband was only about a 3. I laughed like it was no big deal, waiting for everyone to join in. A few people laughed hard, others gave awkward chuckles, but I still felt good, like I had won the room. I didn't even glance at my husband. I figured he would brush it off quietly, the way he always had before. I told myself that jokes can carry a bit of truth, and sarcasm makes harsh words okay. In that moment, I felt strong, liked by everyone, and above it all. I had no idea that casual words can stick forever. I also didn't see that power in a relationship doesn't always shatter with a loud fight. Sometimes it just slips away quietly. Starting the second respect is taken away in front of others. The talk kept going, but the fun mood never fully came back. I noticed quiet pauses where laughs used to be. Friends traded quick looks when my name came up, but I pushed it aside. I told myself I hadn't done anything bad. Teasing, I thought, was just being real in a fun way. On the way home, I chatted about the party, went over the funny parts, and laughed again at my own joke. My husband listened, nodded, and answered nicely. He didn't argue, didn't get mad, didn't stick up for himself. His quiet felt normal and safe to me, like he was fine with it. I thought it meant he agreed. What I didn't get was that quiet doesn't always mean yes. Sometimes it means a person is pulling back. That night, he gave me a quick kiss on the cheek and went to bed early. No fight happened. No big emotional scene. I slept well, not knowing that things in our marriage had already started to shift, slowly and without any discussion. In the days after, small changes showed up. He stopped looking for my opinion or approval. He stood taller, seemed more sure of himself, and didn't react much to my teasing anymore. When I made another joke about him, he just gave a polite smile and changed the subject. That smile bothered me. It wasn't sad or angry. It was distant. I saw that he wasn't playing along in the old way that used to let me feel in charge. At meals, he listened more and talked less. But when he did speak, people really listened. Praise that he used to shrug off now seemed to land on him easily. I start to feel oddly unseen. Power doesn't say goodbye out loud. It just stops reacting. One time, I asked if anything was bothering him. He looked at me steadily and said everything was okay. That calm answer scared me more than yelling would have, because it showed he had already made up his mind about something inside. A few weeks later, we went to another get-together with a lot of the same friends. Someone teased about my ex again, waiting for me to say my usual line. Before I could open my mouth, my husband spoke up calmly. His voice was firm but kind, not shaking at all. He said he didn't need to compete with anyone's past, and that he knew his own value without comparing. The room went quiet. No one laughed. No one argued back. I felt bare and caught off guard in a way I hadn't seen coming. He didn't insult me or fight back hard. He didn't have to. His quiet strength did it all. People started looking at him with real respect instead of pity. That's when I understood. My joke hadn't made him look small. It had made me look small. In trying to seem strong, I had shown my own worries, and by not reacting dramatically, he had taken back control without ever raising his voice. After that evening, the change was clear. He set limits without saying, "These are my rules." When teasing went too far, he just stepped back calmly. He still showed love, but it wasn't automatic anymore. I tried to get things back to normal with fake light apologies or quick hugs. He didn't push me away, but he didn't chase either. He told me plainly and kindly that respect wasn't optional, and putting someone down while calling it a joke wasn't okay. Hearing that made me face myself for real. I had used sharp humor as a tool to hurt, and fake confidence to hide it. I had thought his kindness meant I could keep doing it. It didn't. It meant he was holding back, and once he stopped holding back, the result stayed. I learned that laughs don't make mean words okay, and love can't last with ongoing public put-downs. We finally had an open talk. No yelling, no games. He said he loved me, but he wouldn't stay in a marriage where he was rated, compared, or made small. No threats, just clear truth. That truth felt heavier than any fight. I saw how close I had come to losing something good just for a quick moment of feeling liked by others. He didn't order me to change. He showed his limits through actions. That made the difference. Limits don't make people act better. They make people choose if they want to stay. I saw my actions mirrored back with no way to dodge. For the first time, I got that power in a relationship doesn't go to the person who talks the loudest. It goes to the one ready to leave disrespect behind without making a scene. The weeks after were eye-opening and hard. I learned to speak carefully instead of with sarcasm, to really listen instead of trying to shine. Trust didn't fix itself overnight, but respect started to grow again. Friends saw the change in us, how we seemed more equal, more steady. My husband didn't look for my okay anymore, and I stopped expecting him to give it automatically. That balance changed it all. I learned that real attraction grows where self-respect is kept safe. True confidence doesn't need to put others down to feel big. The joke seemed tiny back then, but its lesson lasted. Words build or break power, and power reacts to how it's handled. I didn't lose my marriage that night, but I almost lost his respect. Earning it back took being humble, waiting patiently, and owning my mistakes without excuses. Looking back, that joke was a turning point I never saw coming. I thought laughs made me the strong one, and sarcasm kept me safe. I was wrong. What really changed the power in our marriage wasn't what I said, but how he answered. He picked quiet over anger, self-respect over arguing, clear limits over drama. That choice made me see myself truly. Love can't grow where mocking does, and confidence doesn't need comparisons. Our marriage made it through because the lesson came in time. I don't tease the person who stands by me anymore. Respect isn't something you hand out when you feel like it. It's something you keep as a must. And the moment someone stops accepting your disrespect, they don't get weaker. They get free.